So Tim, you were looking for the performance, you got that and the result tonight. Do you reflect on that?
Yeah, I thought, listen, this is a tough place to come. You look at their record at home. They don't lose games of football at home, and we knew that, and we paid them a lot of respect in the build-up. And listen, we got stuck on the motorway and we were here late. And we made sure that we were right mentally to go into this game. I thought we were excellent. Listen, my job's to try and be picky, is to try and make sure that no one stands still, rests on their laurels, whatever. And I genuinely thought there was a lot more to come from the two performances I saw at home. Today we were ruthless, absolutely ruthless. Our set plays were on the money, and it's hard to deal with us when the delivery and the movement patterns are right. And listen, I've got nothing but praise for that performance from more or less start to finish. I mean, their goal was, we should have got our clearance away, but didn't. But other than that, listen, it was a terrific to come here and win by that score. Is a top performance.
And just on the first half, it could have gone either way really. Was that first goal really crucial to get into the break in the lead as well?
Well, I guess the first goal in any game is pretty key when you look at it. But they had a great chance to reply with a set play, which was like a deep set piece which they drilled in, flicked, and it come back off the post fortuitously for us, right straight back into Bootie's hands, which annoyed me a little bit. We were too wide in our zone. We didn't have enough big men in between the sticks. But listen, we remedied that at half time. But as the game wore on, I thought our fitness showed. I thought our technique showed. Osborne and Hawkridge were absolutely different class in midfield in terms of their technical ability. Osborne's dribbling, wow, I mean, it's hard to stop when he's ghosting past people like that. It's worth the admission fee. And I thought we moved the ball around nicely, got into some good areas to deliver crosses, and all in all, I couldn't be any happier with the performance.
And Chorley, like ourselves, massive, big, solid, strong side. Yeah. Did that also please you, the fact that you could compete with those as well? Yeah, I mean, you've got in this division, you've got to. If you can't compete physically, you've got a massive problem, because the vast majority of teams have got a lot of big lads. Obviously, we have, but everyone points the finger at us, and you see Ebbsfleet on Saturday we play. They're huge, so a lot of teams have gone down that route. And it's how you use that power and that height. But we've tried to, obviously, we're not going off script at all, but we've got a little bit of magic dust in there as well, lads who can make something happen. We've got a pool of 4 strikers who are top strikers, good players, midfield players who can handle a football, can move it, can pick a pass, can score goals, deliver set plays, which is key in our side. So, I think we've got a good side, and a lot of people point about styles, etc. Well, come and watch that then. Watch the tape of that, because that's quality football being played as much on the deck as it is aerially. So, listen, say what you want, but we're a decent side. And 6 goals as well. That must be really pleasing for yourself. But Nathan Blissett hat-trick for himself as well. That must do him the world of good.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he's obviously scored goals prior. He scored at Harrogate. Bliss is a handful, but it's not just the goals I'm looking at. I'm looking at his, obviously aerially, as when we play diagonals or up towards him, how many times he gets first contact, flicks on, brings McCallum into the game with his flicks, and he's sort of pinning that second ball and bringing people into play. And the two of them are a handful. But then when you see the likes of the two that came on as well, when they've run their race, it's not an easy team to get in at the minute. And I've got 1 or 2 lads who are top players and top individuals who, at the minute, are struggling to get into the side. And listen, I said to him, bottom line is you're going to have to wait, because until such time as there's loss of form, suspension, poor run of results or something, then I'm sort of letting them off the leash. Listen, I think the squad's all in all's good. All in all's very, very good, and they can be pleased with their night's work.
And now we look to Ebbsfleet on Saturday back at home. Another difficult game, but looking to build on the unbeaten start.
Yeah, of course. We want to try and win every game. Now, listen, that's not obviously ever going to happen, but we set out to try and win every game. Ebbsfleet are a big powerful side. They've recruited heavily on the quiet. They brought a lot of players in the summer. Gary has, there's a lot of new faces there, good players as well, a lot of Football League experience. When you look through their squad, I was looking at it on the bus coming up, and they brought in a lot of players who've played in the Football League, so it'll be a tough game. And they went up to, I've seen their game against Fylde, and they were good. They were good, and they were unlucky not to get something out of the game. So, again, we'll do our due diligence and put a team out there to try and win the football match, and we'll see what happens.